Hello students, welcome back to our channel Let's Learn with Lizzie, your one-stop destination for CBSE English explanations. In today's video, we will be covering the chapter The Black Aeroplane by Frederick Forsyth from your Class 10 CBSE English First Flight textbook. We will take a deep dive into the summary, key themes, character analysis, and important exam questions. So stay tuned till the end and let's crack this chapter together. Introduction to the story. Let's begin with a quick introduction. The Black Aeroplane is a suspenseful short story that mixes real-life flying with a touch of mystery. The story is told from the perspective of a pilot who experiences something completely unexplainable while flying his aircraft at night. The most interesting part of the story is the ending that leaves you with more questions than answers. The story starts off peacefully. The narrator, who is also the pilot, is flying an old Dakota aircraft from France to England on a clear night. He is relaxed, thinking about having a nice big English breakfast with his family. Everything seems perfect. Good weather, smooth flying, and a direct path home. But just like life, things don't always go as planned. As he continues flying, he suddenly spots huge black storm clouds ahead. This is bad news. He doesn't have enough fuel to go back around the storm and return to Paris, and he definitely can't fly over it. Despite the risk, he makes a brave though questionable decision. He flies straight into the storm. Once inside the storm, everything starts to go wrong. It's pitch dark, the compass starts spinning uncontrollably, and the radio goes dead. The pilot is now flying blind, with no instruments, no direction, and no communication. He is completely lost, and his fear starts to grow. This is the turning point in the story. And then something unexpected happens. Out of nowhere, a black aeroplane appears next to him in the sky. The pilot inside the mysterious aircraft doesn't speak but signals him to follow. Desperate and lost, the narrator follows the black airplane through the dark storm. Somehow, this mysterious pilot knows the way out. Following the black aeroplane, the narrator finally sees lights on the ground, an airstrip. He safely lands his plane, but when he turns around to thank the other pilot, the black aeroplane has vanished. He asks the airport control room about the other plane, but they shock him by saying there was no other plane in the sky, only yours. Now there's the twist. If no other plane was flying that night and there's no record of any black aeroplane, then who helped him? Was it a ghost, a guardian angel, or his imagination? The story ends without giving any explanation. It leaves readers with an open-ended mystery, a perfect example of how not everything in life can be explained. The story explores several key themes. Some of them are as follows. First is the theme of mystery and the supernatural element. The black airplane remains unexplained. Then we are having the theme of courage and decision making. The pilot takes a huge risk flying through a storm. And finally, the theme of hope and unexpected help. Just when he's about to give up, help arrives from an unknown source. Just like the words of Dumbledore, happiness can be found even in the darkest of times, if one only remembers to turn on the light. Let's take a look at the main character, the narrator. He's an unnamed pilot flying alone in the middle of the night. He comes across as adventurous but also a bit careless since he doesn't have enough fuel for emergencies. However, he is very human and relatable, dreaming about food, feeling scared, and finally being thankful for help. His character represents all of us when we face uncertainty and fear in our life. Now, let's go over some important exam questions from this chapter. Make sure you write these down. What made the pilot take the risk of flying through the storm? Describe the experience of the pilot inside the storm. Who do you think helped the narrator justify your answer? And finally, why is the story titled The Black Aeroplane? What is its significance? Make sure you prepare short and long answers for these questions. They can be handy during your exam. The story gives us an important message. Sometimes in our darkest moments, help comes from places we least expect. It teaches us to have hope even when things seem impossible. It also reminds us that not every mystery in life can or needs to be solved. And here is a quick recap for revision. Pilot flies an old Dakota at night, gets caught in a storm, instruments fail, no communication, then mysterious black aeroplane appears, helps him land safely, but no one knows of that plane. It never existed on radar. Story ends with a supernatural mystery. So remember these key points. The story is written in first person point of view, making it very personal and engaging. It builds suspense and keeps us guessing till the end. It's perfect for short answers and value based questions in your exams. Focus on the pilot's experience, the twist and the opening, and finally the open ending. That's all for today's video on the Black Aeroplane. If you found this explanation helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more chapter-wise explanations. And remember, sometimes the best stories are the ones that leave us wondering. All the very best for your exams. You've got this.